Hey, good evening, Juventini. How's it going? We're here at Turin Giants. Special guest starring tonight. Dak Keltro boy, otherwise known as Alex. Here we are. How you doing, bud?
What's up? How are you, Dave?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Excited to maybe put a second win, string a couple wins together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, because I mean, what else do we need? We need a win in the Champions League, nothing less.
Nothing less, absolutely. Uh, but I mean, we're playing a relatively unknown team, so on paper, I mean, I guess yeah, it looks like it's easy, but is it ever really that easy?
100% not. But I mean, again, based on the last game against Bologna, we got to do exactly what we did in that game. We can't make any mistakes. We just got to get to work, and that's it. Regardless of who it is, um, it just makes it more of a must win in tomorrow's game because we don't know much about them, and we're assuming they're a weak team. And I mean, it's a fair assumption because they don't come from any of the top leagues. But again, must win. There's like nothing else to say. That's weak or not, Juventus can't afford to lose points.
Yeah, and that's it. Like we're backs against the wall. If we don't win this and the next one for that matter, I mean, we're not even playing in Europe at that point.
Yep.
So I mean, how far we may have fallen at that point, but let's hope not. We'll break it down a little bit. There obviously is a little bit more to say about these guys, but yes, you're correct. Like full stop, it's a win. But that the next 2 weeks essentially. So
Yep.
I mean, who are these guys? Maccabi Haifa. Now I'm probably gonna butcher. This is Israeli. Uh, yeah, I don't even. It's not my language. I'll just say that I don't know what I'm saying, so I'm gonna attempt it. But they're the current Legat Hal champs or Hal. Haal. I'm sorry. I know I'm butchering this. This is definitely not a language I know anything about. But regardless, the Israeli top division, they are the current champions of it. Uh, so I don't know if there is anybody out here that has actually watched them or does watch an Israeli league. I mean, absolutely comment either replay or live. That would be super interesting to see. I mean, because they are just an obscure team, and all we really have to go by is some of the footage coming into their qualification to the Champions League in the past two matches, Benfica and PSG. Which I mean, the PSG one almost wasn't even fair to watch. Like,
Yep.
like
Yeah.
it's kind of like us as well, right? Like,
I
man,
mean, I wouldn't even use those two games because both Benfica and PSG have like they had a game plan. We looked
yeah,
lost in every game, so we kind of don't really know what to expect even tomorrow. We're assuming they're going to play like Bologna or continue on that path, but it could very well be, what happened, the last past few games.
yeah. So I mean, I guess it's one of these things where we really just don't know, but we're just hoping we're showing up and smashing them.
Yep.
Which, by all accounts, we should. So they do play a 3-5-2. Um, so sorry guys, if you haven't noticed, Dash is not here tonight. I guess I could have mentioned that. We forgot about him pretty quickly here, right? We got Alex here. We don't need Dash anymore.
He's been replaced.
Yeah, it's done. He's gone. He takes one night off. This is what happens. Um, anyways, no, it's all good. He's got stuff coming up. I got stuff coming up this weekend as well. So I mean, we tag out. It happens. Um, but it's perfect timing, honestly, that you did show up. That otherwise I'd be sitting here by myself, like a loser, trying to talk about a team I've never seen before. So
Yeah.
I did watch the footage at least. I mean, they look like they can be dangerous. They have the potential to be dangerous on perhaps that counterattack. Um, they play similar to what we saw on the weekend, Bologna, that 3-5-2 counterattack. I don't know. Could you break it down any more than that? What do you see with them?
I mean, it's hard to put it in perspective because, if you're not going to look at the Champions League games that they played, and then you're looking at the league, but how do you compare their league to like, what we play? Like, what is their Bologna? So honestly, I'm it kind of worries me tomorrow's game because I feel like this is the game we show up and we lose 1-0, like the 94th minute.
One
Because
of those, yeah. Heartbreaker.
going to Turkey, that game where we played in the winter and then Galatasaray, and then we like had to replay the game on the field, and then we lost like 1-0. It was just
Oh,
like
those are the
super
worst.
sloppy, yeah. But as far as their play, I'm not even gonna attempt to break down how they play because like like we both said, they're like completely like it's an obscure team. So I don't want to belittle the team. I don't know anything about them really.
Yeah, this is very much an exercise in kind of probing them out. I think for everyone, it's a bit of. I mean, PSG kind of had to probe them out. Of course, they probed them and penetrated. To go with the innuendo there, but yeah, and Benfica figured it out as well. So they can obviously be broken down. They are known to stack the box, park the bus, perhaps, especially against the bigger teams. That's expected, of course. Especially, and again, how much data are we going by? They just stacking the box against PSG because it's PSG, or is that what they do? So this, I guess, we figure them out and we play them again, the home and home, and just kind of quick turnaround. So in that sense, it kind of works because we forget to figure them out, pry them open. I mean, if for whatever reason it does not work out tomorrow, you're not sitting on it, I suppose, is what it is. You only have a short time frame to kind of dwell on your mistakes and figure that out.
Yeah.
So, here we go. We got Marion coming in. I feel like the real game for Juve is going to be mentally. Yeah,
Yeah, for
you're
sure.
absolutely right. I think so, especially because we do have a habit of making ourselves feel bigger than we are actually performing. That ego has bit us in the ass for the past few seasons, really.
Yeah, like things would just go our way or we'll get by somehow kind of mentality.
Yeah, we're
Uh,
Juve, we're champions.
exactly.
So I'll prove it.
And
So
and that's that's kind of what you expect tomorrow. Like you expect to go on the field as Juventus and dominate the game. And based on their 11 compared to ours, Jason, you know who Juventus's starting 11 is going to be, or you have an idea who the players are on the team.
we
So
have
11 for 11,
this
exactly.
is
There you
kind of
go.
proposed right now. Just
Okay,
I'm sure we'll bring it up again in a bit, but just take a quick look just so we
yeah.
kind of have an idea what's up.
You know what I expect from that? I don't expect it to be a 3-5-2. I expect Danilo on the left hand side, Cuadrado back four, kind of thing, and then on the attack it's 3-5-2 Kostic, left wing back, Cuadrado right wing back.
So more of a transition play.
Exactly. Yeah, because not for nothing, you see it all over. I was looking the other day of that whole U formation that we played against Sampdoria, and everyone was making fun of it.
Yeah.
I saw something from a stat sheet of like 2017, and we had the same exact U shape, except the passes weren't the way that they were made in that game. And I don't know, the way Allegri plays, it's always he says it himself. I never play with a back three. He said that when Barzagli was here, he said that instead of him being the right center back, he was the right back. And he always
Yeah. Is it
so
semantics though, or I mean, or is it just his style, like his
I just
transitionatory style?
I just think it's the way they interpret the game in Italy compared to everywhere else. And they say in Italy it's like it's tactical. So it's not like it may seem like four, it may seem like three, but in every situation it changes. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
at times we defend with five. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I mean, it is difficult with Allegri because he does kind of switch it up, especially this year. We don't really know one way or the other, or the lineups. I mean, I
Yeah.
joke about this every single time we throw up a lineup, and it's like, good luck. Maybe it's right. But actually, let's get. I mean, we introduced you, but let's get to know you a little bit more, especially because my dogs are losing their minds. So I want you to talk a little bit. You're originally from Italy, you're saying.
Yeah, I was born in Italy, but I came here when I was little. So I came here when I was 3. So, when I say here, the United States.
Oh yeah, of course. The
Yeah.
Jersey Shore. Is it on
Yeah,
the shore?
yeah. I'm not in the Jersey Shore, but yes, in New Jersey, yes.
Okay, you hitting up some stereotypes here, or
Me personally, no, I don't
no?
think so. Yeah,
No, you don't look like the stereotype. You got
yeah,
I don't see the gold chain flying around.
no, no necklace at all, actually. So
There you go.
yeah.
Proven online. Awesome. Um, that's cool though. So have you at least been back a few times or at
Oh
all?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Mainly for family. But I have been to the stadium a few times, but I've never seen a game in the stadium because every time I've gone, it's been in the summer. So
Oh, of course. Yes.
exactly. So
And that's what I'm struggling with right now. I want to go to Italy next year because by then it'll be 26 years since I've been. I have not been able to get for
wow.
work, whatever. Life's always gotten in the way, and everyone's like, "Yeah, we'll go next summer." I'm like, "No, we'll go next fall." They're like, "What?" It's like, yeah, so I'm trying to explain. It's like, we'll go September. We'll go like at least when it's still nice, you know.
Yeah, and then
Um,
at least you get a game or something in
well,
there.
exactly. That's the whole
Yeah.
point. And I've said it before. For business, I got to transition through Spain, and I was there for just a few days.
Oh
And
well.
I made a point. I saw a Sevilla game against Alaves, and I mean, it took a train ride, whatever, but I was there. You know, you got to do it. So I did. And I'm glad I did. I got to say I got a La Liga game, and Sevilla. I mean, they're the top of that league. They're no Barca or Madrid, sure, but I mean, what
They're
a
always
game!
competing. Yeah.
Yeah, what a game.
I,
So
I mean, just the experience itself. You're that kind of atmosphere you're not going to get in Canada or New Jersey.
no, you
Like in
don't.
a
I've been
game.
to two
Exactly.
TFC games this year too, and it just isn't the same.
Exactly. So
So,
it's an experience whether you're going as a neutral or as a fan. It's just the
but you
atmosphere.
don't really go as a neutral. Like
Yeah.
you pick the side, right? So like
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll
You
admit
end up.
it. Like I have it's actually just right up there. I do have the scarf, and I did buy the jersey, and I wore it, and like
Why not?
I just got right in. It was amazing. I got right into it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to waste too much time on my old stories here, but all I can say is if you ever have the chance, doesn't matter what league, if it's like a European league, I imagine even South American, whatever, just go. It's part of the culture. It's part of the experience. It's amazing. I love it. But
I've s-
sorry, yeah.
no, I've seen some Juventus games in the United States, but it's a
Oh, that's
friendly.
great.
So
That's great too. Yeah.
yeah, I
Uh,
was at. I went to one recently, or I think the last one I was at was Juventus Barcelona, but like that was quite a while. That was back when Marquisio got like a red card on Neymar or something like that.
okay, we're
There's like
talking
a
a few
clip.
years.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, oh man, I just those stories. They're just great experiences overall. They kind of lock in, right? And you always get to meet nice people. Speaking of which, Farhad, the guy that runs the podcast, and Alberto from All Juve Cast, they actually did a podcast today. If guys need to check it out. They're some of the two original guys, kind of content creators out there, and they met for the first time in LA this past year during preseason. So I mean that just goes to prove you guys that the community out there. I mean, this is the first time me and Alex are actually talking. I know, like digitally, face to face, what have you. But I mean, just get into the community because it's amazing, and it's just like instant friendship essentially, and everyone's great. So yeah, there's a few bad apples, yeah, but I mean, ignore them. Everyone else is awesome. Okay, so I'm going against Shivas, but not last time. It was a while ago. Okay, so I mean, it's funny that they did just play Shivas again, but it was the last time you got to play.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got your story too. It's great. And yeah, if you don't, hopefully we can create stories. I do plan hopefully to maybe do like a Turin Giants or just get the community out, try to meet in Turin someday with Maurizio from around Turin.
Oh yeah, that would
Um,
be cool.
I mean, yeah, the more we talk about it, the more we can manifest this actually happening,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, we'll figure it out next fall perhaps, or yeah, we'll figure it out. All right, so you kind of touched on it. So you don't think we're doing the 3-5-2 like a strict 3-5-2? Um, do you think they're gonna stick 3-5-2? Like from what you've seen, is that what they do? or do they transition?
I mean, I haven't watched enough of them to like completely analyze what they do. I expect that they're gonna just essentially park the bus, and if they are going to 3-5-2, I think their intention is gonna try to hit us on the counter, if anything.
Yeah. So we
Because
might actually see like a 5-3-2 or some variation.
exactly, yep.
Yeah.
I don't expect them to take the game to us unless it's the Juventus we've been seeing this season that we just play only 15 minutes or something like that. But if if they are going with their lineup that's the expected lineup, I fully expect it to be like a 5-3-2, like you said.
Yeah.
Sit back, park the bus, and then hit the counter.
And this kind of supports it, this stat here. They haven't scored in 2 away matches. So when they are defending on the road, I mean, that's just more evidence. Yeah. I
Yep.
mean, if we get the Allegri terrorist murder ball tomorrow with whatever Maccabi's going to throw out, we
Yep.
might have a rough shot at this.
The other issue that ties into this is I don't know where I saw it. I think it was on Twitter, but there was show like a bunch of sections for the game tomorrow are still not sold out. So the fact that you bring it up that it's an away game, the fact that our stadium has been so empty to the opponent, it probably doesn't even feel like an away game
Oh,
because
that's an
the
excellent point.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how many actually show up, but you it's like underrated how much that atmosphere actually contributes.
Oh, it's huge. Well, we just talked about it being at the matches when those matches are full.
Exactly. Yep.
So yeah, it's huge, absolutely. And I can only imagine. Well, I never played at that level clearly, but whenever I have played and you do have some of a crowd going there, even if they were just pumping some music on the loudspeaker, it definitely gets you going.
Yep.
So 2011, last time you saw him play. There you go. That's
That's
11 years.
That's funny because I think it was 2011. I saw Club America Juventus. I think it was. They played in New York, so
Nice. Yeah. I mean, when they come around your neck of the woods for sure. And we're getting America, Canada, North America, I should say. We're hosting the next World Cup, so maybe some road trips are in the future.
yeah.
If you can
We
get the
just
tickets, that's the problem, right?
let's see if Italy qualifies for that one first,
Well,
or
Canada
whoever
and
you
the
support.
US will, so at
Oh,
least
okay.
we'll have
Yeah.
our secondaries. Yeah.
You know what? I don't honestly follow the U.S. match.
Oh no,
No, just I'll follow what McKenny does. Like I
sure.
follow more of what the players do than
Then the team as a whole.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I've kind of got a bit on the bandwagon myself. You can see I have the jersey in the back
Yeah.
and the scarf going. I
I
try to
mean, why not?
represent a bit. Yeah. I mean, I still haven't got my TFC Bernadeschi jersey. They're sold out. I mean,
Wow.
you cannot get them. So, we'll see. Maybe I can get some discount one in a year from now, left on the shelf in extra large or extra small. Oh man. So, I mean, there's not much to break down because there's not much data out there. So let's not beat that dead horse. We'll move on from that. We'll talk a bit. Just the little comings and goings around the club. So the big one everyone's kind of wondering about right now: Milik's muscle fatigue. I don't think it's that big a deal. The reports that Di Maria is going to be stepping in. He's red carded again against Milan, so he's got to play now. Do you see any big deal in this?
I don't think so. I think it's I just think it's expected. Not for nothing, he's been playing a lot lately. They did come back also from the international break, and now they play like basically every 3 days. So
Yeah.
it it's so much. They do so much between training, the games. It's expected. The only thing I would rather they caught it early and it is just like a fatigue, and then the next game he's fine. But with Di Maria being available for the Champions League, I'm not too worried. I'm just curious how we're gonna play compared to the other game, like against Bologna, if we're gonna make the same kind of like lineup and Di Maria basically replaces what Milik was doing, where he was almost behind Vlahovic, or if we just completely go with something different, because then that ties back the whole idea of a lot of people complaining about this team not being consistent in the sense the lineup is never the same.
Yeah, and we are at the point now. I guess you can say 2 to 3 big players out. I'm saying 2 to 3 because that red card.
Yep.
But we should essentially by next weekend really start seeing what our team is. Because yeah, Pogba, Chiesa, we're still looking at probably the end of the month at the earliest, right? So coming in the next 2-3 weeks, you would expect some sort of consistency from us.
Yeah, I agree.
But will we actually see it? That's the joke, right? Will we actually see the start here? Let's throw it up again. Let's just burn into our head and let's see how false it's gonna be tomorrow. So Bremer, Bonucci, Danilo, Cost. See, and I don't like this. Kostic, I get Quadrado. I don't know. I mean, I just don't like the 3-5-2. I'm just
Yeah.
on it.
I expect those to be the players, but like I said before, I just don't expect that's how we're gonna be on the field.
Yeah, well,
but Di Maria, for sure, I think in Allegri's eyes is not a winger.
No, he is.
At least not anymore.
But he doesn't. But okay, but against a team like this, does he still?
I think yeah,
100%.
I just the way that Allegri keeps playing Di Maria is he keeps playing him as a reference almost for Vlahovic. I feel like he's essentially replaced what Dybala was.
Yeah.
In that kind of regard.
No, I think you're right. Yeah. He's the Dybala replacement. Yeah.
Yeah.
KB's late. This guy's he's working. He's working, but he always comes in and gives us a shout out. Thanks, KB. And I love it. 2K is just like, screw it. Here's my predictions. I ain't waiting for nothing. 3-1 for 2K. And KB's got the 2-0. I love it. They don't wait for any segment. They just give us the predictions. no rules around here.
I'm gonna say 3-0.
3-0.
Second 3-0. Or maybe I take it back. 2-0.
I want to say it's 2 or 3-0. I'll go 3-0. I'll go more positive. Screw it. And okay, Keane. This is a match where Keane has to score, even if it's off the bench. Keane's gonna score tomorrow. I am calling it. He's gonna come in 75th minute, whatever, because Di Maria's old or Vlahovic. He's gonna get some rest before Milan, and Keane is gonna put one in. I swear, it's happening tomorrow.
I hope. I hope. I don't know. I don't see it, but
I've been wishing since last year, man. It's
I don't know what happened with him, honestly. While we're talking about that, he was on the rise and he did so well with Allegri. And then we sold him to Everton. And after that, it's like he went to PSG and he was playing on a very stacked team that was feeding him goals, and I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I was excited to see him come back because I had high expectations. Yeah.
Yeah. He was jersey worthy if he showed up.
Yep.
That's the kind of guy I would have got his jersey.
Because he's strong. It's just like I feel like sometimes he looks like he could be fast, but I feel like he's slower than Bonucci sometimes.
Oh man, that's a dish. Yeah. Bow-legged Bonucci with the ass tackles.
Yeah. Just the way he turns. He feels like he turns like a truck sometimes, Keane.
Yeah. We hope for the best, of course. I'm glad there's some love out there for Keane. Around some other parts, they will just completely tear him apart.
Yep.
But I mean,
he's still young.
He is, sure. But whatever. He's eventually got to show up and prove to us that, especially Maccabi, and this. He needs to come off the bench. He needs to give some rest to some of these other guys. So do it, man. That's all I can say. Keane, tomorrow. It's your time.
And tomorrow is definitely the game that we have to try to get 2 quick goals. And then we sit back, like try to not even play. You know what I mean? Like
play Allegri ball.
Close up shop early. Yeah. Close up shop, make 5 subs, focus on the next game.
Exactly.
Because that's what we need now. We can't just be waiting till the end of the game to score.
So I should, because Dash did go through a lot of trouble of getting some photos. So I'm gonna just pop them up. I'm not gonna be super organized.
Okay.
This is the PSG match, I
Oh,
believe.
okay, okay. Yeah, how they
Yeah, I
lined up.
think yeah,
Okay.
they're just showing how they stack up.
Okay.
Um, so that's two,
Wow.
4, 6, 7 guys.
7. Yep.
So yeah,
I don't
that's
I don't even know what to make of that picture because then what are the other 3 guys doing?
they're ball watching, as you can see,
Yeah,
two and a half
exactly.
of them.
Oh.
They're just waiting for the out ball, I suppose.
Yeah, that's very unorganized. They're almost man marking, but it almost looks like they're man marking the same guy. Because you see how Mbappe with the ball is being marked by 2 guys. Then whoever's in the towards the back post running, there's
Yeah,
like 2 guys on him too, ball watching.
that's
So
probably Neymar.
okay.
So they're probably double marking. Obviously, like I think Messi is the guy up the center that's
Yeah,
only
yeah.
single marked,
Yep.
but Mbappe and Neymar are double marked right now.
But look at the other guy that's like to the right of Messi. He's essentially just walking in the box.
Yeah, is that Hakimi?
He I don't know, but he's completely unmarked.
Yeah, he's just like waltzing.
Oh
I'm
my
just gonna stroll into the spot
wow.
here.
All right,
uh,
this is not going to be the case tomorrow. They're going to 100% be like man marking our whole team cuz it's how it works. Nobody bends over to Juventus. All
not
right, so
lately, not a couple
yeah.
years. Yeah. But yeah, let's see what else we have. Uh, that's a shot. I'm assuming towards Donnarumma.
Okay. Okay, it
Okay,
was a
yeah, he's throwing
cross.
a cross in. I see. I just taken them out of order from when I got it.
Yeah, but based on these images, you can see they don't really attack with much. So it's probably just they just hit on quick counters. Cuz
Yeah.
you got 6 guys, but 2 are running in the box, 2 are out of the box, and 2 are in the middle. So it's like I don't know how they set up, honestly.
Oh, and Oscar's rolling in now. Another regular. How's it going, Oscar? Love it. Love it when all the regulars show up. Clearly, I mean, I've been working with different time zones here. I think you guys do like it a little bit later. You did say you like it a little bit later on the poll I put out. Clearly, you weren't lying to me. So we'll make some adjustments. We're just kind of trying to give it some consistency, so we're not doing like 6 today, 7 tomorrow for the next day. So we're gonna probably try 6 for a week or so and move it around. See how you guys like it. So please feedback, of course. But yeah, moving on. Uh, just some stats just to kind of see where they are with things. This is obviously their league.
Wow.
They've
Okay,
only
so
played 3
but they score from
goals, 4 goals a game, so they're plus 7.
yeah.
Three goals per game, won 3 games. Um, Again, you made that point earlier. What is the league? And
Yeah.
I'm fairly confident. Like, I'm not going to bullshit anybody here. Like, no, I have not watched this league ever in my life. I mean, I wouldn't even know how to watch this league. I have a hard enough time getting Juventus to work on Fubo TV. So I can
Yeah.
only imagine the headache trying to get this to work. But if anybody does have sources for this kind of stuff, I mean, there's a whole plethora of places to watch things. So please educate me if you got footage or a website to watch these kind of lower leagues where I'm not going to get all the porn ads as I try to do it. Absolutely. Okay, just head to head here, top scorers. So Champions League now we're talking because Milik is obviously number 2 in the league
Yeah.
for Juve, anyways. So pretty similar rating, 8.9. We'll round it. Both with 1 goal, 0 assists, and 2 matches played. So they are the same. All right. There we go. I guess that one's easy. But we hope. Well, Milik's probably not even going to be playing. So
Yeah, no. Allegri said he's going to be off the bench most
yeah.
likely.
So I think that's a pretty moot point. Let's move on. And well, I think we knew this. So, and they obviously Maccabi because and Benfica for that matter have played 5 games because of their qualification. Benfica beat Maccabi to get into the Champions League.
Okay.
But they They do have a win, so they beat somebody anyways.
I
To
think
get
that's
into
in
there.
the qualification. Yeah.
Yeah. Who did they beat? Somebody fact check me.
Yeah, I'm not sure who they played against.
Anyway, so they are clearly capable of winning at some level. I don't think they're a bad team. They are the best in their region, I would say, absolutely. But an otherwise fairly weak region. Uh, but not to underestimate. I think that's, yeah, we're just kind of reiterating the same thing. Respect them, but plow them, finish them, like just get it
Yeah.
over with, guys. Barca, what happened there? Yeah, fill me in. I obviously been focusing on this that I have not checked any of today's Champions League stuff.
Inter won 1-0.
Did they? Oh man.
Barca had a goal, but it was taken away for a handball. So it would have been 1-1. I think Barca had two. I don't know if they had another goal. I can't remember. Ruled off or a penalty not given.
Ah man.
Oh no, it was Inter. Yeah.
Oh,
Ah,
Inter got called back. I will watch the highlights afterwards, of course, but no, I actually because I was in the city this week and I got myself a new monitor and I got a new arm. So I was reorganizing my command center here. So now I'm actually organized, guys. I have a full screen for all my show notes and everything. I'm not clicking back and forth and making a mess of myself. I have went semi-pro, if that's even a thing. It's as you know, right? There's always adjustments that need to be made to the
of course.
studio,
Yeah.
to the setup. Um. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So is this a site you're talking about? Pure Alive? Here, I'll just type that in because I will forget about it. It's in Arabic writing. So, all right. I will use Google Translate to get through that one, of course. 2K, easy win. Yeah, I think so. We hope so. We all hope so. Uh, oh, Wake or Breakers. Okay, I asked these guys yesterday to say funny things, and I'm pretty sure he's not trying to say make or break. He's trying to say
Oh,
wake or
it's
break.
yeah.
Wait, wake and bake. Like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. Do I need to explain that one to the
No,
crowd?
no.
Wake and
Yeah,
bake.
we got it.
Right on. I love it. Okay. So we already went through any more? Yeah, for the guys that came in, predictions. Throw that in. And I did promise as well. I'm gonna give away a shirt today. You've worn some of those shirts, right? How do you feel about them?
They're
Pretty
the
comfy.
best. They make me feel
Best.
amazing.
Oh man, amazing. They are actually pretty comfortable. I wish I could wear them still, but I mean, I'm pretty much in a furnace room right now, guys. I just gave it some pretty paint and made it look pretty, but I'm pretty much living in a dungeon in this office. It's pretty damp and cold. So yeah, I bundle up. You'll see, especially in January, I'll just have like this big poofy blanket over me. Uh, it's all good fun. Otherwise, throw in your questions, if any, about this. We'll try to answer them as best you can. Alex, promote your channel a little bit. Tell us because you take a different angle, and I love that you're unique in that sense, and you pretty much nail it. So let us know about it.
So I wouldn't even be able to describe my angle, but I'm very opinionated when it comes to this stuff. When it comes to Juventus, when it comes to anything. So I try to be as level-headed when I take the approach, but I always I always take it I don't know. I just looked at the comments and I don't know what that has to do with
Was
this.
it this comment?
Yeah, I'm so
That is kind of out of left field. I don't know where we're
I'm
going with
just
that one,
so thrown off.
KB.
So yeah, I just try to like I don't know. I'm very opinionated with my stuff, so I just try to take the approach of I guess the average Juventus fan that doesn't hate the team because I feel like a lot of Juventus fans like although they support the team, they come off more like they hate the team. So I just try
Yeah,
to take it I just try to take it from a perspective that like how I view the game between I look at everything. I like to look at tactics and all that stuff, but I feel like it bores people. So um I just try to incorporate all that and everything Juventus, everything into my channel.
I
Um,
mean, it's perfect because your format. I mean, you have a lot of shorts as well, which are
yep.
great. You can just, man, yeah, you nailed the shorts. Like our shorts, we do them too. We do it a bit differently though. We usually do clips with some music, whatever. You do some of that too, I think. You mix it up, but a lot of it is just like, bam, here's some information, like fire hose.
Yeah.
Here it is in a minute, and I love that because obviously we're so busy. Me personally, because I'm trying to ingest so much Juve information in such a little amount of time, so I can kind of regurgitate it and get
Yep.
everyone's different point of view. That I mean, I see your video up, and I know that in a couple minutes, like I'm good to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I tried with the shorts because it's also just like I think that's just how things are now. The attention
It
span
is.
of everyone is, for whether it's good or bad, is like I can't even focus. So it's like
Nobody can. We're all
me
guilty.
exactly. So me focusing on those shorts takes a lot of focus that I don't have, and they're like 1 minute videos and or less. So
But then you
um,
even you extend them out too. You had I think even like a 7 minute video one time, five to
oh
seven
yeah, yeah,
minutes, something
yeah.
like that. Yeah, and even
It's
then, like you're not like drawing things out. Like you get it and you cut. That's where it is you actually take the time to
oh
edit
to
your
edit.
video.
Yep.
Where and not to throw shade at anyone else. I mean, even us. Like I'm not doing a whole ton of editing here. Like once in a while, sure, I do some of it, but I mean that. I just want people to understand how much time that actually takes. Like
Oh yeah.
it is brutal. I absolutely hate doing it. I actually had intentions to kind of go in more of that format when I started this, and then I started doing the lives, and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing lives.
Yeah. So for me with that, it's originally because like not that I just like make too many mistakes when I talk in front of a camera. So it's like if I didn't edit my videos, it would be rambling
Yeah.
because it's just, like I try to do my videos after the games when I do the post match. So it's like if I'm pissed, I'm gonna be pissed. And then it's like my thoughts are racing. I'm like, you Juventus just ruined my weekend, So now I'm making
Yeah.
this video. But oh, hold on. I want to answer that question real quick. Thoughts on Allegri?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Sorry, let's go back to that.
um, people aren't gonna like it, but I'm an Allegri fan. I love Allegri, and I'm convinced he can get us out of this mess. But I don't think he is the coach going forward. Like as much as I love him, I think he's here till the end of the season, and then we move on.
I think so. Yeah. Well, we'll see how this season ends up playing out. Of course,
Yeah.
it's a long, long road ahead.
Yep.
And it can be very bumpy. But yeah, I think we've talked about it here so many times. We're sort of okay with it. There's where do you go if you get rid of him? What do you do? That's kind of the big question. It's not
That's
that
always the
we're
problem.
yeah, we're it's not that we're completely against him leaving. It's just under the right circumstances, what better option can you present? And I mean, and this is a problem you see in life, right? Everyone always presents a problem, but where's your solution? So yeah, cool. Allegri out. Then what's your next sentence? What's your next hashtag? And
Yep.
here's the cat just owns the place apparently.
The next hashtag would be Pirlo in or Conte in, Pirlo back.
Peel
Yeah,
back, yeah.
yeah. That's always the issue because it's you know he's the manager. So at the end of the day, we don't know what's happening behind the scenes. So it's always easiest. It's already easier to um, point the finger at the coach and then just say, "Oh, if we get rid of the coach, uh, if we get rid of the coach, all our problems will be resolved." And like, not for nothing, if today our season, if to like say from the Bologna game forward, if our season changes, like if we start winning, are we gonna praise Allegri or are we gonna praise the players? Then we go at that point. Who gets the words of praise? Is it the players because they put their heads down and worked, or was it Allegri who steered the ship? Because it's not going to be Allegri.
It's
It's
going to
gonna
be
be
the
the
loudest
players.
person on Twitter. Whatever the loudest person on Twitter says to do, that's
Yeah,
that's what we're gonna do.
but
But no,
I
that's a
think
good
we can.
point, honestly.
I think we'll turn it around. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I mean, remember, guys. Remember who you're blaming at one point, and don't turn around. Yeah, I love that. Like we just want to blame, 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 and then there's so much on the back end, right? You can't blame one guy or one moment in time. It is a collective. It's right from John Elkin down to the Water Boy. I mean, everyone's involved in this, right? And if you watch Ted Lasso, man, you guys know that, right? Like, what's the new season of that coming out, anyways?
I don't need. I'm gonna be honest. I have not watched Ted Lasso.
No.
Um, I I just have. I don't have Apple TV. I think
Oh
that's
no,
what it's on, right?
yeah, I
Yeah,
do
I
it in
just.
other ways.
But I loved the whole Ted Lasso thing when it first came out. When it was like the little YouTube series or whatever it was.
Oh, I
Like,
never even watched that. I didn't even know that.
oh
Oh man, I'm
yeah,
a dummy.
when it first came, like when that whole concept came out, I saw it, but I haven't seen the show yet. I have to.
It's funny. It's especially funny. So I really enjoy, I guess, cultures and when those cultures kind of clash. And there's that huge clashing of American and British culture.
Okay.
And a lot of people that I know, because most people I know honestly don't watch soccer. They're just not into it. But I know a lot of people that watch Ted Lasso.
Mm.
My parents being, I know some of them, right? Like I just know people that just know nothing about the sport, and they watch and they laugh at it, and that shows a sign of brilliance to me. That and that's what sitcoms are being able to relate to your audience, and that's the big thing. At the end of the day, it's relatable content that's hilarious, and as soccer fans, we get a nice little bonus. So why not? I think it's a good go. And
I,
I don't even watch TV. Like if I'm
oh,
watching
okay.
TV, it's because I'm watching live sports. It's not because
Okay.
I'm watching like sitting down. It's
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm the same. It's either that or something on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean we all got our style, but I mean there is a television show for everyone, and I think that one's at least a peak, you know?
Yeah.
Um but yeah, talking about all this off-topic stuff. Let's just stay off topic for a little bit. So first off, go to That Cultural Boy on YouTube and definitely like and subscribe. Uh, like I said, I mean, he's gonna only waste a few minutes of your time every single week, but you're gonna
Yeah.
get so much information out of it. And
Every
like
single day.
you're the only guy doing that specific style of format, and it's definitely filling a void. So that's why I love it so much. You definitely found that niche, and
Thank
like
you.
it's a crowded market, man. So good on you. Um, Otherwise, I have a T-shirt to give away. I was supposed to give this away at 500. Number 10, gratefully put it back into the pot for us. He has popped in here as well. So hello. So I did do the draw, and today's winner. And this isn't gonna be last time, man. We have so much stuff coming out. We got so many stickers. We got the hoodie that's coming out pretty soon. Um, so the winner is gonna be Bones EB. Sorry, Bones B1. I screwed that up. My bad. Bones B1. Contact me. I mean, I don't know if you're on Twitter, on the Discord. Find a way. You know what? I hate to do this. My wife is out of town. She's calling, so I'm gonna leave for just a minute. I'm sorry.
All right, I guess I'm running the show now. What are we doing? Maybe I'll just stare at oh, yeah, okay. We're good.
I
Okay.
didn't want to lose my marriage over that one. Yeah, I haven't seen her in a few days, and she called twice. I'm like, oh, okay, a call twice in a row is usually a
Something's up.
serious
Yeah.
thing. But it was not. So sorry about that moment of
It's okay.
unprofessionalism there, and just to throw you completely under the bus.
It's okay. I started asking the chat what to do, but then the message was a little late. So
It's all good. Sorry. But yeah, thank you for dealing with my bullshit. Life does happen. How was she supposed to? She barely has cell signal where she is, so I'm surprised she even
wow.
got through. Yeah, she's out in the bush working away from the city, if you will. But anyways, no, nobody cares about my wife. Nobody knows her. So yeah. Anyways, I mean, we kind of beat the Maccabi thing. I'm tomorrow, not tomorrow. Sorry, Thursday. We're gonna have so much more. And you're still good for Thursday?
Yep.
Oh, there you go. So we got Alex again on Thursday. So I mean, this is so exciting to have you again. Maybe Dash will show up this time. Maybe he'll make excuses. I'm not really sure. But do you know the silk sultry voice he does at the end of the
Oh
lives?
yeah.
You think he can handle that today, or
No way. No way. Not even gonna attempt that because this is
no?
gonna turn into something else. It's gonna
Oh
turn into
man,
an ASMR.
we have been called that. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. If I wanted to do that, I would have opened a Juventus ASMR channel.
That's
I
another
just
niche.
It is. I just gave someone an idea. It's probably gonna be bigger than my channel.
Yeah, if it's ASMR, it probably would be.
100%.
Oh man.
Not gonna joke.
Um. Okay, I just thought too. Let's update people here real quick as well. Match day 3. Just the matches played. Bayern 5-0 over Pilsen, I believe you say it. Victoria Pilsen.
Yep.
Marseille over Sporting 4-1. Porto over Leverkusen 2-0. Bruges over Atleti. Wow, 2-0. Okay. Good for Club Bruges. Napoli dismantled Ajax 6-1. I have to see who's scoring there. Raspadori, Di Lorenzo, Zelinski, say it for me. Do you know how to say it?
No.
Varkachielia?
I was gonna say when we started this stream, I was gonna say I am not gonna try to pronounce the team we're facing tomorrow. Because
Okay.
I made a TikTok and I tried to pronounce the name and I just got people from Israel trolling me.
Oh no.
So if you're looking for a pronunciation, it's not me, especially
Well,
if it's not from like the English or Italian language.
we joke that Americans like get a free pass for all this stuff because they're just absolutely horrendous at pronouncing anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, Giovanni Simeone would be the last guy in that 6-1 trampling. Wow. Okay,
Against
Napoli is for
Ajax
real.
too.
Yeah, I'm very surprised. Wow. Okay, and Tottenham, Frankfurt at 0-0 draw. Barcelona, Inter. Yeah, we touched that. Inter with the 1-0 lead. And Liverpool not sucking for once, 2-0 over Rangers. So that's the recap for today. I gotta watch that.
Ajax.
That Napoli.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what's okay? KB's asking SMR. It's ASMR. Okay, what is ASMR? Because it actually means something.
Yeah. I don't know what it means, but
Autonomous sensory meridian response. Okay, we're getting into the Wikipedias here, guys. Yeah. Is a tingling sensation that usually begins on the scalp and moves down the back of the neck and upper spine. So, okay, if you've seen those videos, mostly on YouTube, I imagine like Twitch, the other platforms have them, but they're usually, I'm gonna say usually a good-looking girl. Doesn't have to be. There's usually like some sexual connotation to it. Again, not always, but it's always like that really low, deep, sultry voice, and they talk to you like they're kind of massaging your back a little bit, and you get really calm and relaxed. Is that getting weird?
Yes.
Oh, well, good thing we're not monetized yet, because that would just demonetize us right there.
I don't think what would it?
It's there. Google's starting to crack down on that stuff. Anything that could be like sexually.
Oh
related.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, all in good fun, of course. Man, I am not turning into an ASMR channel. I'd be a millionaire though, mind you. So, maybe. Otherwise, man, we don't need to beat this dead horse. We're getting you back again on Thursday. Is there any other? Oh, and a match here. Just usually a good-looking girl, or on this channel, Dash. He's not even here to defend himself. I love it, guys. Is there any?
I saw KB had a other question.
Oh, sure. I missed that. Yeah.
So, um, my response is I did see a game plan, and I'm not going to take credit. I watch other YouTubers. I watch a lot of Italian Juventus YouTubers also, and there's this one that he was talking about the tactics of the game, and he saw the way Juventus built up, specifically that game against Bologna. That, for example, there was like Bonucci. If you saw, he was the left center back instead of the right center back, and Bremer was on the right. So we actually saw Bonucci pushing more forward, and Rabiot was all the way by like Vlahovic and Milik. So the way Allegri set up, I think, is 100% intentional how he sets his players up. And with Bologna, I think it's just. I think with Juventus, it's just a mentality issue. I think Allegri's tactics are fine. I think it's just like it's all in the players' heads because at the end of the day, they're the ones making the passes. They're the ones creating the chances. If Allegri's the one who's like, "Oh, get on the field, pass the ball like this, get in this position," he's gonna set you up ideally to succeed. And I'm just hoping that what we saw against Bologna, you know, we just need the consistency. I just hope that continues. That's really it.
Yeah, exactly. Again, this month, October, right to the we call it the international break there, the World Cup break. That mess of an October, December World Cup, whatever it is, that's kind of our yardstick going forward, right? So let's kind of think a little longer term in that sense, and yeah, that consistency. That's really, I think, what we want. We might say it in different ways. We always say, yeah, we got to win, we got to do this. At the end of the day, it's all about having consistency, and everything else should fall in place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, let's hope. That's it. This is like the hope going forward. We got the carrot dangled in front of us on the weekend. Let's go take a big old bite out of that now, and I don't know, 8 more bites, if you will. So, yeah, I mean, thanks for the questions as well, directed to Alex. I mean, when we do have a guest on, of course, hit him up, throw him in the hot seat. It's what we want.
No ASMR though.
No ASMR. And man, honestly, without Dash here, I'm talking way too much. I usually just like chill out and let Dash go do his thing. Take a nap in the corner, come back in a few minutes. No, I kid, of course. But otherwise, any last parting words before we catch up again in a couple days?
Nothing besides we need a win. That's it. We don't know this team really, and that says a lot. So we should go there and get a win. Or sorry, rather, it's at home. We should just come away with a win.
That's it. That's it, guys. Consistency, winning. Let's do it. It's a team that we barely know anything about. Let's not get to know them, and let's just
crush them.
It's like a Plenty of Fish date, right? We're not going in to learn anything about who our date actually is. We just want to give them a thrashing. Anyways, guys, I think that's about the time I put on the soft music. I'm gonna try
ASMR.
I'm gonna try to do the dash.
Let's hear it.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching the Turn Giants. It was fun having you all along. Thank you to Alex, that Culture Boy, for joining us. Catch us again tomorrow for the watch along. 2:50 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 10 minutes before the game. Figure it out for wherever you live. And then again Thursday with Alex once again. Please like, subscribe, and Google, please don't catch me for all this ridiculous, very soft, I don't even know what the hell it is. ASMR. Check it out. I'm not an ASMR channel, Google. Thanks, guys. Forza Juve, fino alla fine. Thanks, Alex.